duds. It's time to hear my opinions on plugs and duds. Hey everybody, I'm Genevieve, and this is Plugs and Duds, where I review random things for random reasons. Today I am reviewing things that start with the letter S, and this is because today my whim was to review things that started with the letter S. Today I am reviewing a number of things. First thing on my list is socks. I don't really like socks. I used to complain endlessly about them as a little kid, throw them out the car window, very annoying to my parents. But at the same time, my feet get cold and feet get sweaty and feet get gross, so socks are a necessity. One place where socks are definitely a necessity is the gym. But when you get there, and you might be wearing an old t-shirt and raggy shorts, but there's some girl in a really cute pink Victoria's Secret gym outfit with her Lululemon pants and her adorable matching pink shoes, and everything's just coordinated to the nth degree. I'm obligated to look cute at all times, even when I'm just there to sweat my rear end off and get as in shape as possible. I can't just wear my old Far Side t-shirt from grade school. I have to look decent. Well, the problem is that the regular socks you just buy 6-pack at Hanes, which are the nice affordable ones, are really long and you have to double them up and then they look kind of dopey. So the more proper, more feminine sock wear of the moment is to go with the little ankle socks so that they don't peep up over your shoes. Except the problem with those is that they slide down when you're working out, or at least they do with me. Maybe my feet are a funny shape or something. They slide down while you're working out and they get kind of caught underneath your heel, and it's really annoying, and you have to always stop and jam your finger down in your shoe and yank them up, and it gets really, really frustrating. Which is why I put a lot of time and energy this summer into finding decent socks. And it took a few tries, but I did find a brand that I really, really liked. They are called Champion Duo Dry Socks. Now these look raggy, it's just because I've been wearing them a lot, but they are clean, so don't judge too harshly. There's a number of things that I like about these socks. They're only an inch or so above the ankle, and yet at the same time they're long enough that they don't slide underneath, but they're short enough that they don't look dopey and they don't just collect sweat, and that's why this is perfect. Another thing is that they're called Duo Dry, and they actually do live up to the name. They stay nice and dry, and they're really cushy too. They're warm. I got these for CrossFit, but they're so nice I wind up wearing them all the time. So that is why I am giving these socks a plug. So we've all been there. It's late at night, it's dark, it's raining out, you're watching Nicholas Sparks movies all day, even though you would never admit it, you're starting to get depressed. What if I'm going to be alone my whole life? What if there's no one to take care of me when I have Alzheimer's? What if no one will ever kiss me in the rain and I die alone in this house? And you realize I'm hungry and I just want comfort food. I want to feel comforted and happy, but the problem is that if you're to do your normal thing and go get Taco Bell, that means leaving the house at night in the rain. And Taco Bell's always kind of in a bad neighborhood, right? You don't necessarily want to drive to Taco Bell alone at night as a girl because it's a little creepy. So you gotta stay inside, but you want comforting food, you don't know what to do, and then you open up the freezer, and if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, you're gonna find one of these. Stouffer's Mac and Cheese. Stouffer's Mac and Cheese is a perfect meal when you want some happy comfort food and you don't feel quite pathetic enough for Kraft macaroni and cheese. Now, it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but it is warm, it is delicious, it microwaves up really well, and it's nice and creamy. It has 30 carbohydrates and 14 grams of protein, which is not the worst in the world of the microwavable dinners. And a nice thing about it is if you can't cook, but like me, you are able to throw things into other things and pretend that you are cooking. You can just mix in some canned chicken or maybe dice up some cold cuts, throw that in there, throw in a little bit of frozen peas and frozen broccoli, and pow! You've got yourself a casserole. So that's why I give Stouffer's, it is Stouffer's, right? Yeah. A plug. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Sleepy kitty, happy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Today I'm also reviewing another S thing, which is my cat, Starbuck. Hi, Starbuck. Hi. As you can see, Starbuck is very aesthetically pleasing. She has a really interesting look. She's mostly white. She has what's called van coloring and blue eyes. And what's really nice about her is she's actually quite photogenic. So whenever she sees you have a camera, she starts posing. And it makes for some great lolcats. Another good pro about Starbuck is that she has really lovely fur. It's nice, it's soft, it's minky. It does its job as a pet. You know, she lives up to her name, Pet. However, there is a downside to this fur, which is that she sheds everywhere. As you can see, hair everywhere, and it follows her almost like a white cloud. Wherever she goes, there's cat hair. Finally, we named her after Kara Thrace from Battlestar Galactica, that Starbuck. However, she likes Starbucks coffee. So if I'm pouring myself some coffee, she jumps up on the counter and she sticks her nose in it. Or if I push her away, she sticks her tail in it and then licks the coffee off of her tail. And that sounds really adorable, but in actuality, it's pretty annoying because you just want to go to work. You made your coffee, you want to go to work, and now it just has a white film of cat hair all over it. Oh, it's not adorable. That is why I'm going to have to give you, Starbuck, a dud. That's right, she's a dud. I gave my own cat a dud. That should tell you that above all, these reviews are honest. I'm not messing around. That's it for Plugs and Duds today. I hope you liked this video, and if you do, I hope you'll subscribe so you can see future videos from me, Genevieve, and if not, I'm sorry I wasted your time. I still hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.